Okay, okay, okay. All right. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Star Tarot, where we get down to the bottom of it all and we get the clarity that we need in order to move forward in our lives. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of things lifing over here. So I'm going live today. I was going to go live yesterday and was not able to. So I'm going to go live today with a pick a card message for the collective. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just getting set up here. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you like it here. Everything that is done on this channel is done in love and light only. For those of you, sorry if my mic just moved around. For those of you that used to rock with me back in the day, it's been so very long since I've been on my channel. I've been away for some time. If you guys are tuning in, I want to thank you all for showing up. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. So these are the three cards that we're looking at today, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. But I want you guys to take a moment, if anyone is on. I know it's kind of late. If anyone is on, I want you to go ahead and meditate on these three cards here and select one that you believe resonates with you, and we'll go ahead and break it on down. Break it on down. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you that are tuning in today, I believe that you did not tune in for just kicks and giggles. I feel like anyone that's tuning in today needs to hear this message. And if you are not watching live and you're watching on the replay, go ahead and comment down below. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. Okay, guys, remember this is a general message. This reading will not resonate with every single person out there. Go ahead and pick up what I'm putting down that certainly does resonate and simply leave the rest. So you guys go ahead and pick your cards. We have three cards rather here that I feel are very, very important messages. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into card number one. This is a very, very special message that I wanted to kick off yesterday. But we're going to go ahead and start with card number one. This is card number two, and this is card number three. So let's go ahead and get it on in. Like I said, I've never done a live before on this platform, so we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to set these two aside here, and we're going to flip over. Yes, the first card is the shift. I'm so excited that this showed up. I've been talking to a lot of people about the shift for years, and if you haven't been paying attention, to everything that's been going on. There is a serious shift that's going. A lot of you have been seeing people talking about leaving their 9 to 5s, wanting to be single. A lot of people are letting shit go, right? There's a big shift, and it is let it flow, let it go. So I want to go ahead and read a little bit about this shift with this card real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify. So if you've chosen card number one, just know that you are one of those people that are recognizing the shift and you are prepared to let shit go, let things flow, and you guys are ready to get into the next stage of your life. Look at that. I turned almost right to it. All right, so it says, now is your chance to gain additional clarity before making a decision. Review all of your options thoroughly and check in with your beliefs, values, and goals. Call on your guides. Being still may bring up feelings of anxiousness and vulnerability, so have compassion with yourself as you take this much needed moment of suspension. Know that this transitional phase will pass and soon a path will be made clear. Absolutely. I'm going to share just a little bit with you. Today and yesterday was not the best day for me, but I went ahead and made a conscious decision to just let it be what it is. For those of you that have been working on the hustle culture, go, 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 that is not going to work in this season. I've been telling everyone that I've been doing readings for in all of the videos that I can now not even upload because I'm having computer issues, car issues. Y'all, it's just a lot going on over here. But you got to just let that shit go, because holding on to the emotions of how you feel about the situation is clearly not going to make your situation any better. So just know that in this season, you just got to go with the flow. The other thing that I want you guys to acknowledge while I go ahead and get these cards out is that the universe is preparing every single zodiac sign to mirror the energy of the characteristics that you hold. So if you don't know what your zodiac sign characteristics are, I am recommending that you go ahead and take a look at that, because whoever you are and whatever you stand for, that is what you will be gifted with in this season, and that's going to be mirrored back to you, and you'll need to use that in order to transition into this shift for the next 5, some of you 8 years. This is going to shape how your life looks like for the years to come. Empath. Okay, that's the first card out. Some of you might be confusing the way that you're feeling right now because you're pulling off of other people's energy. So if you've been in spaces where you feel like you walked in and you had high vibes, and by the time you walk up out of there, you're not feeling so high vibey, it's because you're picking up off of other people's energies. I need you to guard your energy space for whoever it is that I'm talking to. And I'm talking about people, places, and things. I need you to make sure that your boundaries are made very, very clear, because when we embody those energies coming off of other people, we now shift into the way of thinking, the mindset of those people. So I want you to be very, very clear about the energy that you are picking up off of. Somebody here is picking up off of someone else's energy, and that is causing a little bit of confusion. I am hearing here that someone might be experiencing some type of grieving, but you're kind of confused in that because maybe for you, you're not really grieving a loss of any kind, but there's this sense of grieving, the sense of loss. And that's because there's people, places, or things that are attaching their energy to you. And this is why you might be feeling this. This could also be a representation of someone that knows that they're an empath and you don't know what to do with it. You really need to do some research, because being an empath, you have to make sure that you are, like I said, guarding your boundaries, creating boundaries for a lot of you, and really, really making sure that you are getting all the things that you need. The next card out is approval. Choose to approve of yourself, and others will too. I feel like someone here specifically watching right now. My cat is scratching at the door. I got a cat, y'all. Last time I didn't have a cat. I moved and it came with the house. His name is Milo, so he's trying to get in here. We're going to try to get through this, though. He'll have to wait. I want you to approve of yourself in this season. Some of you have some real opportunities that are trying to come in for you, but you're doubting yourself. I feel like someone here, a group of people here, are looking to get some type of loan and approval for a loan. But once again, the energy that you're putting out, if you're telling yourself that you're not going to get approved, or you don't think there's a way that you can get approved, you're probably not going to, because now you're matching the energy of disapproval. For others of you, this is all about you, babe. Okay. You need to really approve of yourself, because however you treat yourself is how other people are going to treat you. We're also seeing seeker of truth here. There is a hidden truth, and I feel like for those of you that selected card one, there is something hidden behind your circumstances, and you might not know exactly what it is. If you have a partner, I don't know who this is for. If you have a partner and there's something different about your partner and you're feeling like there's some funny business going on, um, you're probably absolutely right. Someone here also feels like there's something that's going to be happening with their job. There's going to be some significant change. There is. You're not feeling this for a reason, going back to the empath energy. You're picking up on something here, and there is some hidden truth behind your circumstances, but you need to be the seeker of the truth. Some of you, you know all of what you need to know. I feel like sometimes, especially when it comes with dealing with other people, we don't really need to see it in the physical. We can just kind of feel it. So if you're feeling like something here is shifting or something here isn't right, it's probably because it's not. And you're picking up on that. But I need you to approve of yourself and your knowing. You know that something here isn't right. You know that something's about to shift. So don't be afraid of that. Just go with it and let it go because it's not serving you. It's not serving you. What's going to serve you is the moving on because you're approving of your next phase. But we're going to move forward here. We're going to move forward here. Authentic self expression. Yeah, some of you need to be really true to yourselves and who you really are. And your life will change in the most amazing ways. When you are staying in places and spaces that no longer serve you, you're not being your authentic self. Okay. And when you're not being your authentic self, you're doing an injustice to yourself. I don't know who this message is for, but there is a shift coming in your life, and there's something new and improved that's trying to come through here. But holding on to things that no longer serve you are holding you back. And for some of you, you're kind of feeling like you want to move forward, but there's a part of you that's telling you that you can't. Healing with nature. There needs to be some healing space here. For those of you that typically go out into nature and you haven't, you need to, because that is where you're going to find the answers. Sometimes you got to just go out and be with nature. A lot of people say, well, what does that do? You know, going outside with waters, trees, and flowers, things like that. What is that going to do for me? Nature has natural healing agents to it. And if you do not go out right now and get some stillness, you're going to keep picking up on um, this or other people's energy. There's some automatic negative thoughts here, and you need to learn to take charge of your thoughts. See, this is all coming through here on this left hand side. Someone here can't move into a positive flow because there is some automatic negative thoughts. Some of you, it is coming from you because you're not having that approval of yourself. But I also feel like there's some energy that's coming off. There's someone around some of you that's making you feel like you don't have what it takes. And that's what's creating this negative thought pattern within you right now. Some of you, this comes all the way back from childhood trauma here. You know, you didn't have the approval that you needed. And now, as an adult, you don't realize that you're still seeking that deep down. And because you haven't gotten that, or it's come superficially, it's really gotten you to the point where you still have self-doubt here. There's a creative project that someone's trying to work on, but it's time to get shit done because I'm feeling like you can't make this a priority because there's some negative thoughts coming through. Now, here's the real tea. The shift is going to happen anyways. Everyone is going to have to go with this current. So, whatever you are thinking and feeling and telling yourself, it's going to get mirrored back to you along with your characteristics of your zodiac sign. Again, I would make sure that you're looking at who you are and what you represent because that's what's going to be mirrored back to you. So, if you have some creative projects that you just can't get off of the ground, it's because there's some automatic negative thoughts here. But for some of you, you are combating that because you are seeking the truth. Someone here needs a mentor, or there is someone that is going to be coming into your life if they haven't already. And this person is going to lead you in the right direction. This could be a spiritual teacher. It came out back to back. Maybe some of you are looking to be a spiritual teacher or are a spiritual teacher or and a mentor. And that's helping you seek the truth. But if you are looking for someone that is going to help you to see the truth, I'm telling you right now that this shift is coming in quicker than it ever has before. So, the sooner the better. I'm getting a couple of different things here. So I'm trying to keep up with the messages that are coming through. But we're going to move forward. If this is resonating with anyone here, go ahead and drop a comment down below. But let's go ahead and move in further. See what I'm saying? Change. There's some real change that's trying to come through, but you need some balance. And again, however you're moving now, you need to let go of some judgment and surrender. I mean, come on, I can't make this shit up. There's change coming in, there's a call for balance, and you need to release your need to control. Some of you here are trying to control the outcome of what is coming to pass, but you don't have any control of that. The only thing you have control of is surrendering, letting the shit go, and let the universe do what it does best, right? I really wish my computer was working properly so I could see any comments down below. I'd really love to be able to pull a couple of cards for y'all. If I do get that up and running, I might even do this reading until midnight and answer some questions that y'all might have. We'll see what happens though. Releasing resistance. Okay, this is screaming loud and clear. Somebody here needs to relinquish control and let things go here. I mean, this is a theme, right? Surrender, releasing resistance. I love these cards because they always have a message, kind of like an affirmation on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, "Today I will simply accept. I will relinquish the need to be in resistance to myself and my environment in any way. I will move forward in joy by accepting where I am right now." All right. So, where are you right now as you're watching this? The next question you need to ask is, are you happy where you are right now? Can you accept that right now you just have to let it go? All right. You have to tell yourself the truth. And if you're not happy, you have to accept that you're not happy. And you have to accept that you need to make a change. That's on period. The universe is going to do what it does best. But if you're in resistance, it's going to take you a longer time to heal. It's going to take you a longer time to create this creative project. You're going to just prolong your healing process. You're going to prolong doing the things that you need to do in order to move forward. Like I said, some of you are going to experience this shift for the next 5 years. Others of you, it will be 8. All right. And I feel like the 8 comes into play because, I mean, are you going to be on your ish, or are you going to keep holding on to people, places, and things? Tonight, I'm just calling it out raw. All right. Some of this I'm saying to myself in this season. So, I mean, if you haven't paid attention to what's going on in the world, I think that there is a lot of things that are being exposed. And we're no different from that. So I think a lot of us are getting triggered by like everything that's going on behind the scenes, but the veil is being removed in our lives as well. What is behind the curtain? What needs to change? There is going to be a change for all of us. And you can resist it as much as you want to, but the shift is here. So, I mean, you might as well go ahead and ride this wave. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot for this number one card pick here. Let's get some more insight. Yeah, because let me tell y'all, I'm not a control freak, but I like to know. I am a seeker of truth. I like to know before I go who's going to be there, what's going to happen. I go through all the possibilities. Should I drive? Because if I want to dip out, I can dip out. Wonder if this happens. That's just how I've been for a very long time. But I mean, you can only go so far with that. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what? It's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm going to go anyways. And how many of y'all have said, I'm not going out tonight. I don't want to be bothered. And then you end up having the time of your life. So, however you want to apply it, I'm just saying, I mean, some of the stuff you can't even plan, even if you want to, because it's here. All right, let's see what we got. So we have the Two of Swords here. Like it said in the very first card here, there's a decision that needs to be made, but I feel like someone here doesn't necessarily want to make the decision or know how to make a decision. But you have to, with the Three of Pentacles here, if you need to lean on a spiritual teacher, if you need to lean on a mentor, not Riri and Nene and them, because sometimes Riri and Nene, okay, sometimes they be giving bad advice, all right? You need to be around people that can really help you make things happen, help you get to the next level. Because with the Ace of Pentacles showing up here, there needs to be a real deep dive, a real focus on all areas of your life, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles represents. Some of you, this is all about your money. Some of you might have a decision to make when it comes to money. And then I am seeing again the approval. So if you are waiting for some type of loan approval, I feel like if this is the case for you, you might, let's just say you applied for $20,000. You might get 15. But guess what? You just got to let it go. It's better than nothing. It's something like that. But I do see here that someone here needs some assistance with making a decision or going into a new direction. I often say that making no decision is definitely a decision. So there is a call to make a decision here. Let's get some more insight. Two of Swords here. Hello, tower moment. Did I not? Yeah. So, okay. So time is very fluid. So this could have been something that happened recently. It might be in your past, and it might have been 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Some of you, it might have been 6 months ago. There was something that sprung up. It was a tower moment. And now you have to make a decision. For some of you, you're just feeling it. And it doesn't always have to be bad. Every time we see the tower, we're like, yikes, right? But there could be a tower moment that's just saying shit is about to change. So you need to start thinking about, listen, you might not know what this change is going to be in factual, like you might not know exactly, but you feel the shift. For whoever I'm talking to, you feel the shift, and some of you actually have a feeling of what's going to happen before the rug gets pulled, before the tower moment arrives, if it hasn't already. Try to make a decision on what you're going to do so that you're not caught off guard. This is what I'm feeling. We have a lot of pentacles here. So for some of you, you are really, really focusing on money right now. There might be some money that comes out the woodwork that you didn't even know about. But I am seeing the Six of Pentacles right under the Three of Pentacles. This is all about reciprocity. So if you've been dealing with people that just take, and they don't give, in this season, you are going to find your tribe. I feel like there is going to be someone or some people here that are going to be willing to help you, which is always a great thing. You just got to be willing to accept the help, is what I'm hearing. This creative project, whatever this is, and for whoever this is for, this is like something that's going to be epic and amazing. This is something that's very unique. You just need a little help with this. And I'm not saying that you have to have help to build it necessarily, but you might need help with making the decision or seeing the vision clearly, because this needs to be birthed. And I'll tell you what, sometimes when you drag your feet and you don't birth that thing, it'll be a year, 2, 5 years later, and someone will have the same idea, and you'll be looking at that and you'll be all crazy about it, because you'll be like, you know what? I thought of that 5 years ago. Don't be that person. I've been that person. 9 of Wands. We have King of Cups and Knight of Swords. Once again, so I want you, if you don't take anything out of this message, is really, really guard yourself. All right. Choose yourself. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't get distracted. Put that boundary around yourself, because there's something beautiful that's trying to come through here in this shift. With this King of Cups, I'm feeling like this is something that is going to be like your truest desire. But someone here is distracted. The Knight of Swords, this is going to come in very, very swiftly, very quick. Don't miss the boat. I don't know who this is for. Don't miss this opportunity. The other thing is that if there is something that disconnects from your life, like if that job ends up closing down, or you get released, or you feel like you have to go, it might be sad, it might be a loss, but it's the best thing for you. If you have to leave a situation and you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter. It's just time to go. This is the message, because the shift comes in with the winds, and let me tell you what, it does not care. It takes everything with it. So let's get a little bit of tea. Let's get a little bit of tea here. Too many. I'm not taking all of these, but I am going to take this one here. Haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown, again, with this tower. So here's the thing. Every time someone sees karma, they think of it in a bad way. For some of you, there could be a little bit of karma. I'm not saying that, I'm not one of those people that everything has to be, rainbows and butterflies when it comes to a reading. But what I'm saying is there could be some good karma that's trying to come back to you. Some of you, you might be struggling because there might be some karmic debts that you have to pay. But I wouldn't focus on that. I wouldn't focus on that. See, take care, enemies are working against you. There could be someone here that you do have a karmic relationship with. This person, you really, really need to take care. I would just say it's time to get up. This person has some muddled, unclear thinking. Again, this to me represents that there are some energies around you. Once again, energies around you that are no longer serving you, never served you in the first place, whatever the case may be. It's causing you to have muddled, unclear thinking. Some of you have some karmic relationships going on. It's time to release those. They can't go where you're going. So sorry, Charlie, but they can't go, right? We're moving on to bigger and better things. I want to pull a few more of these. Major challenge to overcome. Yeah, for some of you, this is going to be a major challenge to overcome, but it's imperative. Seek information that will help you. Once again, like we saw, get you a spiritual teacher, get you a mentor. Pay attention to your finances. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Wish will not be granted. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing here. I do see a tower moment and I do see the Knight of Swords. All right. So there could be a disagreement. There could be an outburst that gets out of control. All right. Do not give this person your energy. Do not be angered. All right. Because if you do that, you're going to be in a different vibration and the wish that you had for yourself will not be granted. This is what I'm saying. I don't feel like this is a situation where, um, something that you want. Also, like I said, with this approval, you might be asking for a certain amount. You might get something less. But think about it this way, it'll be less that you have to pay back. I mean, in this season, we got to find the small wins. Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Yeah, stay the course. Stay the course. Why are these acting weird tonight? I feel like I want to draw one more for this. What is going on in this? Somebody's energy, somebody has somebody around in the energy field that needs to go, because I'm seeing someone will try to make you do something against your will. So all I'm saying is there is something that is going to change and there is a good change coming in for you. But I feel like you have some energies around you that are trying to make you do some things that you don't necessarily want to do. And so there needs to be a change here. Let's see what the universe wants to bring in for you, but because of these distractions, you can't really see it right now, because I feel like there is something positive trying to come through here. Yeah. For some of you, there's going to be a career change, or you're going to have the ability to do something career-wise that you always wanted to do. There could be someone here that is holding you back from what you're already doing in your career, your job. This could be a boss. This could be a coworker. Lighten your load and courage. Yeah, some of you, this is just coming down to lightening that load. And you know what? I feel like the load is a person or a place. I feel like someone here, when it comes to career, you're maybe not doing something that you want to do, or you're not getting your flowers here. But it's going to take some real courage in order for you to move forward, because there is something or someone holding you back. And for some of you, it's just because you're not making the decision. You need to get the courage to make the decision and not worry about what's going to happen when you make this decision. So this is what I have for pile number one. It's going to be all about courage here, enlightening your load, because I feel like for some of you, the load is becoming so heavy because you're afraid to make this decision. So we don't live in fear over here. All right. We're going to move forward. So that is the message for pile number one. I hope that I have enough battery life to do all three of these. Shift is coming, surrender, absolutely. All right, we're going to move on to pile number two. Pile number two. All right, let's take a look at pile number two. Altar of water, love overflowing. So if you chose pile number two, you might be seeking love. You might be experiencing a new type of love. Let's see what this is about. This is from the deck of Secrets of the Ancestors, another fave of mine. Let's see, number 27. Make way for the joy of new love. This new relationship can be a friendship or a new suitor. It could even be a career partnership that you love, or even a renewed love for an already existing person or situation in your life. Either way, you are worthy and deserving of this magnificent new blessing. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get some messages on that. And like they said, it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be doing something that you love to do, like a new career or a new partnership or a new friendship. So let's see. Some of you might be operating more out of a love space. Some of you might be dating or looking to date. Okay. There's an awakening happening. All right. Some of you are no longer letting people dictate or run your life for you. All right. So you might have been in a relationship before, or I'm hearing situationship, and you're coming to an awakening that that's no longer what you want to do. For some of you, like I said, this is new. Some of you weren't even thinking about dating. You're going to meet someone new if you haven't already. Recognition. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. I feel like there's going to be someone that comes in that recognizes you, or you recognize them in a way that piques some interest. There is some old habits here, and it might be keeping you from moving forward. So I'm feeling like there could have been a situationship or a relationship, or just, things from seasons past that are making you kind of second guess moving in with this new love situation. Again, this could also be a friendship, or it could be something pertaining to career. But there is an old habit here, for whoever this is for, that's holding you back. I feel like sometimes, especially when it comes to relationships, you're like, I'm no longer interested in dating. I feel like this is going to be the situation for a lot of you. You're like, you know what? I've already been there, done that, and I'm not even trying to get into this again. And that's because of heartbreak, not wanting to lose, love, all that good stuff. But this might be something new. All right. I mean, that shift card, yes, it came through in pile number 1, but there is a shift that's coming through. Connection. All right. There is a connection that's coming in for y'all. I mean, even if you don't want it, and like I said, it could be a friendship, but there is something, there is a connection that's coming through. I feel like this recognition is also talking like, have you ever met someone you felt like you knew them before? You just have this connection with them. This could be like a twin flame or a soulmate situation coming through here. But somebody definitely has some love coming through here. Let's go ahead and get some more information. Old habits. If you have some old habits, I always tell people, I don't really encourage people trying to date if you're not healed from your past situation. It's not fair to you, and it's certainly not fair to the other person. But I feel like in this case, this person or this thing that you're going to love so much, I almost feel like this could almost be like healing for you. This might be the right move, and take it slow. Like, I feel like a lot of times people, when it comes to relationships, if this is a relationship situation, people feel like they have to move so quickly in that. I feel like if you become friends with someone, you can kind of get to know them more without the pressure, and you get to learn more about them and how they move. Seeing people in all seasons of their lives really gives you a true dissertation to say to yourself, could I see myself with this person? Do I want to open up more with this person? Instead of, I see a lot of relationships, yeah, we met last week and now we go together. I mean, how? No shade to anybody that can do that, but I mean, I've seen situations where people are like, well, I wish I would have known. Well, I mean, y'all got together so quickly, you didn't give enough chance to get to know this person. So I just feel like, um, for some people that is the case. But if you want to move into something, slowly. If you don't want to move into something, it's coming anyway. So, I mean, can the person be your friend? I don't know. And you can keep that person there if you need to. So it doesn't have to be always a love connection, but I feel like strongly there is going to be someone that comes in here. Now, I am picking up that someone that used to be a loner, didn't really, have a lot of friends, didn't really want a lot of people around. I feel like your heart chakra is going to open up and you're going to want to start, slowly finding your tribe. So someone here is going to want to do that. Tough love. It's time to tell the truth about something you've been avoiding. Yeah, so I get the feeling that someone here might have been telling themselves, I really don't want to date, but the truth is that you're just afraid to. Some of you are telling yourself that you really don't want to, even have, meet new friends or do new things around new people that you don't know. But you need to tell the truth about something you're avoiding here. I mean, I'm just reading the cards. I'm just the messenger. That's just what it says. But if you can't tell the truth to yourself, you're going to find it very difficult to tell the truth to other people. So there needs to be some tough love here. Source. Your connection to source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. I I'm seeing here that this is a divine setup. You are supposed to meet this person regardless of what the situation is. I also feel like you might find yourself in a new career, but it's not necessarily about the career. I feel like you need to go into that new space because of the connections that you're going to build there. This could also be a networking connection, being, at the right place at the right time type of situation. But we got connection twice. This card says the word connection in it. We have it here. There's a connection that's coming through here. Limiting beliefs. This situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. Yes, someone has a very strong aversion here to getting into relationships or getting close to people. So right now with the shift coming through, I mean, you never know. This person could be a significant game changer for you in your life. We're talking about the next 5 to 8 years. Unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. So if you are someone that has been looking for a connection, um, and it just hasn't showed up yet, it's going to be showing up here soon. So you just have to have faith that it's coming. I want to pull these two heavenly helpers. Your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation. So, regardless of what the situation is, if you're one of those people that, you don't want to be connected to people in any type of way, or it could be romantically, just know that your spiritual team is helping you to break that old mindset, that old limiting belief, so that you can move forward because there is someone here that you're clearly supposed to meet. Um, Obsession. It's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Hello. I mean, I'm not making this up. This is what this says. It clearly says it's time to get out of your head and get back into your heart. Yeah, there is a connection that is meant to be had here. It's so very clear. I can't make this up. You guys are watching it unfold right now. So I feel like it's time to maybe ask yourself some questions like, am I ready to open up? And if not, why? I feel like someone here, it's been like 10 years since you've given yourself the chance to open up to people. And I feel like now is the time. Now is the time. And like I said, there could be some real benefit here. You don't know what could happen. You could meet this person and be able to start something. Okay. For some of you, this is all about self esteem. Maybe you are feeling like you're never going to meet the right person or be chosen for the right job, or maybe you feel like you don't align with certain people around you because of and low self-esteem, which goes into the limiting beliefs. Some of you just don't believe in people anymore. Hello, relationships. Come on now. I'm not making this up. This is so crazy. So I really love this card because I love the message. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And when we are trying to date people, when we are building relationships in any way, in jobs, in friendships, even in our family, we want to be connected to the people that serve our highest good. So I think the message here is that if you really, really meditate on that and say that I'm okay with people coming into my space that serve my higher good, but I do not want to be dealing with people that don't. Because then you can weed out the people that won't serve you. But if you're open to allowing people to come in that have the ability to align with you, then it could be a beautiful thing. Service. I feel good when I can help others. All right, this card here, I feel like it has dual meaning. For some of you, I think that you've been in relationships of any kind, all right, of any kind, where you are giving, 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 and you don't really receive back. Like there's no reciprocity. And I feel like for some of you, this is what is holding you back from being open to allowing people to come in. Just like I said with card number one with the empaths, this is where you have to have boundaries. And like I said a couple minutes ago, just taking it slow. Someone here is always giving, 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 and they get burnt because they're left with nothing. And I get it. You like to help others, but are you always the giver? So giving too much, everything is all about balance. But let's go ahead. I'm also seeing here that you're going to meet this person when you're doing something of service. It might be a volunteer situation, or you might help someone and that person becomes someone that is now in your life. It could just be a friendship, it could lead to something much more. But there is something here about service. Let's get some tarot in here, guys. Let's get some insight on all of this. This is kind of exciting if this is something that you've been looking for. And if you picked pile number two, just be aware, keep your eyes and ears open, because I feel like some of you are walking around with your head down. So don't miss out on this. Judgment. Yeah. So the judgment card also always talks about really looking at the full situation. All right, what things am I carrying from the past? Are they going to serve me? If they're not, going to serve me, I'm going to let them go. She's letting a part of herself go. It's really, really good though to look at the things that are serving you. And even if those things are from the past, those attributes can come with you. But this is a judgment call. This is a judgment call for someone here. It's time to assess some areas of your life. And I always say that I feel like we do meet people for a reason. Sometimes they show us some things about ourselves. So if you see that you're a people pleaser, or you're someone that's always giving, 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 and you're not receiving back, then maybe it's time to adjust that. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I really love when the King of Pentacles shows up, because even though the the King of Pentacles rather, when he shows up, a lot of people look at the king like, you know what, he is so lucky. But the truth of the matter is the king has been through some ish, y'all. He's had a lot of trial and errors. And through those trial and errors, he has literally learned how to create the life that he wants and the life that he desires. Now, going back to this in connection with service, I feel strongly, because one of the things that the King of Pentacles does is that he gives back. He is going to show you how he got that coin. He is going to let you know about all the mistakes that he made in the past so that you don't have to make them. I feel like someone here is going to meet a very interesting, this person that you're going to meet is going to be someone very, very interesting, a very, very wise, compassionate person. But I also feel like the King of Pentacles represents you, because this is all about trial and error, right? So you may have kissed a lot of frogs, right? And it didn't work out, but it doesn't have to be that way forever. It doesn't have to be that, the Prince Charming or the perfect woman, isn't going to come. But what have we learned from those situations? Temperance. Yes. So once again, this is all about balance, but I feel like here there is some healing that needs to take place. Temperance also talks about healing and getting some things in balance. So I feel like you're going to find some balance here, but I also feel like you're going to find your yin to your yang. I listen. It's just, like I said, I feel like this person is going to help bring some balance into your life. I don't try to put too much weight on someone coming into your life and being the person that absolutely, is your entire life. That's not healthy. That causes codependency. But I do feel like this particular person, this friendship, this, relationship that you have with this person at this job, whatever, it's going to bring some real balance in here for you. And it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same. And I think that's where some of that fear is coming. It's not going to be the same, y'all. This is going to be something different. Two of Swords in reverse this time. You can no longer not make a decision. There's things that need to change, because when it's in the upright, it's like not making a decision, right? Also, you need to make a plan. But I feel like this person is going to make a plan for you. Sometimes people come into your life and they don't have any plans for you, right? They have you come into their lives, and they come into your life, and they're just there to play around, right? Or they're just there because they're curious. But this person, I feel like, is gonna have real plans for you. And this is someone that you can make plans with. This is kind of exciting. I don't know who this is for. All right, let's get one more here. This could be someone that you meet out of town. Like, some of you might be taking a trip out of town. This might be someone that you meet that has a different cultural background. But the Five of Swords here, I feel like this is some inner conflict for sure. And that's why this balance is here. If you are feeling like you still are holding on to some past situations, I don't care if it's friends, family members, past coworkers, someone here can't move forward because they're still holding on to things that happened that were not so pleasing. So I would say try to get the healing that you can, because I don't think it would be a good idea missing out on this particular person. I think you were meant to meet this person. When this two-faced friend comes out, in situations like this, for me, this is you. It's almost like that, and please don't shoot me when I say this, okay? Because I do have Gemini. I do have Gemini in my chart, right? I'm all air. I feel like it's like that talking out of two sides of your face or your neck, whatever they say with that. I can't remember. But it's like one minute you're saying, "Oh, you know what? I don't want to meet anyone." But I feel like deep down you want to. So to me, this two-faced friend, unless it represents something to you, you let me know in the comments. But I feel like this to me is representing like two different sides of you. There's a part of you that is in resistance to this coming in. This is how it comes off to me anyway. Hello, here we go again. Here we go again. Keep your life in balance. There needs to be some balance here. And again, for me, that just really clarifies that. Um, really know what you want. Really tell yourself the truth, because there's an opportunity here. Okay, let's see. Angel. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yeah, like I said, this is not going to be like it was before. I do say still pay attention to, red flags. Don't overshare what happened in the last relationship. Don't be saying, what you want right off the bat. Just take it slow. But you're going to be spiritually connected, or protected, I should say, in this connection. News is on the way. Yeah, this person is coming in. Announcement. Some of you, this could be someone that you end up getting engaged to, possibly married. There's an announcement here. Hello, Rose. Romance is in the air. Hello. A meeting with a stranger could be important. I'm done. Okay. When I tell you, y'all watch me shuffle this. We got announcement. We got romances in the air, and a meeting with a stranger could be important. Like I said, I feel like you're going to meet this person and you're going to think it's like happenstance, but no, this meeting with this stranger is going to be an important part of your life. This person is going to be an important part of your life. Okay. For some of you, this could be you're meeting someone, you're at the right place at the right time, and this person is going to be able to give you an opportunity in a career space, in a work space, a project space, something like that. This isn't all about love, but it's heavy, heavy love for a lot of you. A lot of this is screaming, oh my God, it's finally happening. This is my partner. This is my boo, whatever y'all say. But for some of you, you're in the right place at the right time. And there is going to be a contract between you and another person, and this is going to be something that you absolutely truly love. What does the universe ultimately want for you in this season? Pile number 2. Empowerment. Yeah, the universe wants you to feel empowered. They want you to take a chance, not only on this person, but take a chance on yourself. Trust yourself. Give yourself a little bit more credit. If people come in raggedy, that's fine. They can come in raggedy, but you should be empowered enough to see them. Like my mom used to say, I heard you when you first drove up. You have to be empowered to know it's going to be a no for me. Or, you know what? We can be friends. For others of you, this important meeting that you have with this stranger is going to empower you to the next phase of your life. We have confidence here. They want you to exude some confidence, because remember, we had what's that in y'all's reading? Yep. We had the self-esteem, right? So some of you that have the low self-esteem, the universe wants to bring in some confidence for you to be able to actually enjoy this. I feel like there's one more card in here for y'all. We're going to go ahead and pull it. Great. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I can bend down here. I'm not really feeling the best in my body space, but let me see. Can I flip it over? Let's see, what does this say? I don't know. Let me grab it though. Trust. I'm glad I picked that up. For some of y'all, this is all coming down to trust. First of all, you have to trust that this is coming in for you and that you deserve it and that you're worthy. Others of you, it's because you have trust issues from seasons past. And the universe wants you to learn how to trust yourself, like I just said, and learn to trust. And when we learn to trust, it doesn't mean that we just turn a blind eye and we let people run amok in our life, but trust that you deserve and trust that you will be able to make the right decision, and that person will see you for who you really are and the beauty that you embody. And that person, this person here, okay, I'm going to just say this right now. This person will value you. This person will select you and choose you based on all of the things that you bring to the table, not as a benefit for themselves because you give of service, but because of who you truly are. And this is going to be a different connection than last time. So, boom. Don't know who that message was for, but it was cute or whatever. All right. That was cute. That was cute. All right. Let's clear this board, y'all. And let's go ahead and get into card number 3. Just going to clear this all the way out. Whew, they are showing up tonight, y'all. They listen. I love when this happens this way, when all the cards are confirmation. Make it plain, make it clear. All right, let's move this to the side. And we have the waters of creativity and sensuality flow within my hara. This is all about creativity. It's all about divine feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're watching and you're a male. The creative side of you is going to need to work off of its femininity, okay? The feminine side of you is going to need to create, because us as feminines, that's what we do. We create, right? And so we all have male and female. Did I pull that card for the last one? I'm not sure. We all have feminine and masculine energy. So right now, whoever is watching this, you need to pull off of your feminine energy so that you can create. Someone here needs to create something or is wanting to create something. For some of you, this could be about having a child, actually creating life. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to find in this part of the reading. Pile number 3, card number 3, I should say. Spiritual gifts. Hello. Someone here has some real spiritual gifts, and they're in the process of developing and fine tuning these gifts. But the thing about it is we're not going to just develop them and fine tune them. We are going to birth something out. So some of you might also be tarot readers. Some of you might be energy workers. There is a spiritual gift that you have, and it doesn't have to be. I always say that art, anything that has to do with art, to me, art is very, very spiritual. And that means music, that means visual arts. I don't know. Someone here has a gift here, and it's time to birth that thing up out of that. Okay. It's time to bring that to life. So there's a spiritual gift that someone is in process of developing. If you haven't developed it yet or you're hiding from it, it's time to birth that out and acknowledge it. Parting ways. It is time to move on from this person or situation. We're getting a lot of that today, aren't we? Like I said, in this season, it's flow. All right. Let it flow, let it go. Entrepreneur. Someone here is looking to be their own boss and they want to use their spiritual gifts to do that. So be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. That's exciting. I do want to see this parting ways. Let's get some clarity on that. If you have a spiritual gift and you've been thinking about how you can turn this into a business, I feel like this is the confirmation that you absolutely should. Parting ways and the void. You might be covering up the emptiness or pain within some sort of addiction. I feel like someone here is addicted to another person in some way, shape, or form. You may have parted ways from someone, but there's this emptiness. So now you're trying to cover up the void of the emptiness. Some of you are either like binge eating your favorite snacks, shopping a lot. Something here is being used to cover up the emptiness of something or someone that you parted ways from. So I am seeing that. We'll address that in a minute. But we're going to move on to generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Absolutely. The spiritual gift that you have, you need to be generous and show this to the world because, and I'm not going to sing the song, but what the world needs now is what you have. You have something here that the world absolutely needs to see, or hear, or feel, or taste, whatever it is. Somebody needs to birth that thing right on out. It's time to push that thing out. Shooting star. You are a shooting star. You're about to step into your fullest potential. See what I'm saying? I'm hearing someone say, oh, it's just a hobby. Listen, let me tell you something. That thing that you're trying to create, it's not just a hobby. For some of you, you want to be able to turn this into a business, but you feel like, or people are telling you that that's not going to be profitable, that's not going to go anywhere. But you need to first fine tune it, like they said. Some of you acknowledge it first, acknowledge the gift that you have. And is it really going to hurt you if you try? I mean, what's going to happen if you try? Guess what? It might work. It might not. And sometimes when you try the first time, sometimes when you try the second or third time, it doesn't work out because it's not the right time or there needs to be some more fine tuning. Surrender, release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. Absolutely. Some of you, you're holding yourself back. Do you see this lady here? Let me bring this up to y'all. This lady right here is waiting to birth something out. That's how deep this is. This is wanting to pour up out of your core. This is who you are. So you're almost like setting yourself back by not sharing this with the world. So all I'm saying is don't hold yourself back. Parting ways, the void, it's time to lighten up. Yeah. So whatever it is you had to part ways from, it could have been a job. Some of you had to part ways from a job because you're supposed to be your own boss. Some of you, this is, a particular person, or it could be a group of people. But instead of trying to fill this void, it's time to lighten up because this is what's holding you back. You're trying to fill this void and fill the void up with you. Fill the void up with your creativity. Use that to fuel your creativity and really, really turn something turn nothing into something is what I want to say. All right. I do want to take all of these for some reason. Some of you, this could be about getting some further education, but some of you, maybe you want to be a teacher, maybe you want to be a spiritual teacher, maybe you want to educate people on something. Maybe that's a part of your entrepreneurship. But education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. Visionary. You are learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action, right? Okay. So you are a visionary. If you chose card number 3, it's because you have a vision and you need to birth this into something. Auric field. It is time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. Yeah, because right now what's coming off of you is because you are filling up that void. And for some of you, this parting of ways is really throwing your auric field off. And if you are trying to birth something out, and I'm going to say this too, I had a couple of people, this was years ago, they wanted to have children. They were trying, they were doing all this in vitro and all this stuff, and nothing was happening. The moment that they no longer focused on, are we pregnant? Are we pregnant? We have to do it during this time. When they got done with all of the focus on, is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? That's when it happens. So I don't know who that's for. If you have been struggling in that area, learn how to just let go, because I feel like that message is for someone. This universal mind, it says you're about to receive a solution to your problem. Yeah, so here's the thing though. If some of you are like, but how am I going to do it? Is it going to be? You have a universal mind and you have the solution to the problems. You just need a moment to sit in the corner and figure it out. For some of you, you're going through a dark night of the soul. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. We have spiritual gifts and spiritual awakening. In order for this spiritual gift, now this is for a select few people, in order for your spiritual gifts to come through, you have to go through a spiritual awakening so that you can even acknowledge and accept these spiritual gifts. So if you feel like shit's been going on really, really crazy, if you feel like you don't even know yourself anymore, if you feel like you're losing yourself, if you feel like you're so confused about who you are, what you want to do, you're going through a dark night of the soul. You're shedding your old self so that you can accept and receive your new self with these spiritual gifts that are trying to come through. We also have support team. 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. So this is right on top of this void here in this auric field, and time to lighten up. I feel like for some of you that are participating in things trying to fill that void, it's time to get a support team around you, because filling that void, for some of you, is causing some toxicity to your mind, to your body, and possibly to your life. And that's why they're saying time to lighten up. It's time to clean your auric field. Get a better support team. And if you don't have a support team, listen, pay for one. All right. Because this is what needs to happen in order for you to birth this thing out. And for some of you, you're like, I'm not even thinking about being an entrepreneur. I don't even think I have any spiritual gifts. There's something that you're supposed to bring out, but you don't know it yet because you're too busy trying to fill the void, or you're not accepting the gifts that you do have. So all I'm saying is that it's there, but you're not awakened to it yet. And this is why some of you have to go through the dark night of the soul. Let's take it. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I feel like for some of you, this judgment is coming down to the judgment that you have within yourself. Some of you are not allowing yourself to accept these gifts, these talents, or even stepping into entrepreneurship because you're either listening to judgment from outside people or you're judging yourself. We have growth here. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Some of you know that you want to grow spiritually. Some of you, you just want to go to the next stage of your life and really see some real growth, some real movement. And you can do that, but there's just certain things that you have to address here and let go of. Some of you have been working on that. So if you've been working on that, congratulations. Others of you see doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Some of you are doubting yourself. You're doubting your spiritual gifts. You're doubting your talents. And the universe is saying, please don't do that, because now we have to put you through the dark night of the soul because, you're doubting the gifts and the talents that you have. And that's definitely going to set you back, because here is the other thing. We're all born with certain gifts and talents, and when we don't use them, it's almost like a slap in the face, right? it's like it's almost like if you give someone a gift and they open it up and they're like, oh, that's it, you didn't get me the Gucci belt that you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, now hold a minute now. Whatever happened to, being grateful for this? I mean, it's given that type of vibe. So when we think about it that way, it gives us some accountability. When you don't use your gifts and your talents, it's a slap in the face, because that was a unique part of you. That was something that was given specifically to you. And so if you're not using it, it's almost like you're not being who you truly are. So just look at it that way, and hopefully you'll see it from another lens. But let's go ahead and grab another card here. Acknowledging my desires. All right. Let's go ahead. Today, I will release the belief that my needs are never met. I will acknowledge my desires, then turn them over to my higher power. My wants and needs are not an accident. They were created when I was created. Okay. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I just said that. I just said that. But let's go ahead and let's get some tarot here. Y'all, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of the good stuff. I love comments too, as long as they're respectful. 7 of Swords. I feel like Spirit's calling you out. I feel like some of you are trying to sneak out of the limelight or walk away from what's being bestowed onto you. Someone's trying to sneak off. I feel like you're sneaking off. I feel like you don't really want to be seen in that way, or you have self-doubt. I don't know, but I feel like the universe is calling shit on you. They're like, yo, listen, he's sneaking away again. You can't hide from this. This is a part of you. You're supposed to birth this thing. We're going to take this one. Here we are with the 5 of Wands, with the inner conflict. Didn't we? Inner conflict. Yeah, you're having conflict within yourself. Some of you might also be having external conflict. I feel like someone here wants to do their own thing, and people might be saying, you know what, well, I mean, that's going to be hard work, and you can't really leave unless you have something lined up. We have the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. It's time for you to get the mental clarity and you to do what it is that you want to do, because this is your journey. This is all about you. So don't hide from it. Don't allow people to dictate or to I feel like sometimes people put self-doubt within us. Don't even share with people from now on what you want to do. This could also be doing things in silence. It's time to do some things in silence because there are going to be people, and let's be honest, there's going to be people that would love to do the same thing. They would like to take a risk. They would like to do some things and didn't. And so it's a reflection to them like, damn, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And sometimes people don't even realize it, but they will talk you out of the same shit that they should have done 10 years ago. Okay. So let's not allow that. All right. We have the hangman in reverse. There needs to be a different perspective here. You need to release yourself because this is in reverse. When it's in the upright, you know, that stagnancy. That could also be looking at things from a new perspective. This is, yeah, someone here is going to release themselves. If this is you and you're releasing yourself and you're allowing yourself to let your talents and your gifts come through, this is amazing because I really feel like there is something that wants to shine through here. So kudos to you. If you haven't done it, like I'm telling everybody, the shift is coming. So even if you try to hide, you're going to be illuminated. People are going to see it in you. They're going to call it out. I mean, you got to go with the flow. This is who you are. Okay. You're very talented. You got some things. You need to be your own boss. If you have 10 jobs in the last 10 months, but you're still a hard worker, it's because you're supposed to be working for yourself. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give you the permission slip to move forward right now. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. 3 of Wands. Yeah. Some of you are waiting for your ships to come in. This waiting, right? It's like you're waiting for the right time. You're waiting for someone to really see things your way. Screw it. There's no more waiting, right? Now, if you are getting your ducks in a row, if you're allowing yourself to go through this dark night of the soul and fine tuning all the things that you need to, great. But if you are someone here, I feel like someone here, you're just waiting to get some type. And I just said, I'm giving you a permission slip to release that. So if this is what you were doing, you were waiting for the permission to move forward, I just gave it to you. Okay. Because this right here, right next, you're trying to release yourself, or the universe wants you to release yourself. However, this resonates. We're no longer waiting. We're moving forward. And if you're waiting for other people to get on board, don't do that either. This is your journey and your journey alone. And if you're someone, I don't know who this is for, if you are someone that is with someone and you want to have children and this person does not want to have children and you're waiting for them to change their mind, um, that just means you're not in alignment and that's not the person for you. I'm so sorry to break the news to you, but yeah, you need to move forward in the things that you desire. And if they desire not to have children, I know you love this person, I know you want to be with this person, but it is time to part ways. Remember? Part ways. I know it's easier said than done, but I mean, if you need me to tell you how to do it, just email me and I can help you through that as well. Because we don't got time for that. The star card is here in reverse. Two things. Something that you were waiting on may never come, or it might take too long for you to wait on. The other message that I'm seeing here is that you need to see yourself first as the star. Some of you are waiting for other people to really see you and really, really hear you. And it's time for you to really see you. That's the message here. You got to see you. Don't wait for other people to see you. You see you first. The right people will see you. The right people will align with you. Hello, it's time to act. That's what it says. Honor and respect will come to you. I just said that, right? When you honor and respect yourself, honor and respect will come to you. It's time to take a chance. The tiger is all about doing something risky and taking a chance. The lion says it's time to act. So someone here is indecisive and allowing their life to ramble aimlessly. If you have someone that's dragging their feet in your life, it's holding you back. If it's you, then it's you. But how much longer do you want to live like that is the question. Opportunity or windfall. Yeah, see, there's something that's trying to come in as an opportunity to allow your talents, your gifts, you to be your own boss, giving you the opportunity to have the family that you so desire. Cracked cup. Dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, because right now, some of you are very dissatisfied with the way things are going. But there's an opportunity coming in, but you got to take a risk and you got to step out there. Let's go ahead and see what the universe wants for you in this season, in this situation. Healing, absolutely. The universe wants some healing to come in. Finding, yep. In this season, the universe wants you to find what it is. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to create? They want you to go within and find the answers. And whatever you desire, I'm telling you right now, is going to be mirrored back to you by the universe. The universe is gifting some things. This shift is coming through here. So whatever you think, whatever you say is going to show up in this season. Let's get one more here, and then we will close it on out. Thank y'all for allowing me to get up on this live today. Let me tell you what, I really needed to read today. I was not feeling the best, and I haven't read in a very long time. And so for me, this was a treat to be able to do this and to do it live. It forced me to do it live because my computer isn't working, but it was great. All right, so the universe wants you to find the beauty in your gifts and your talents. Find the beauty within yourself. They want you to be inspired to do something, to create something. And they want you to not only just dream and dream big and go towards your dreams, they want you to also pay attention to your dreams. Some of you here are getting answers to some of the challenges or some of the questions that you have are going to be found within your dreams. So if you have some weird dreams coming through and you feel like they're telling you something, you could either look them up and decipher them, get a dream interpreter. I'm not trying to sell myself, but I also do dream interpretation. Find out what it is, because there is some real answers that are trying to come through. And ultimately, they want you to be inspired with this inspiration card here to do whatever it is that you need to do, create that thing, start that thing, birth that thing. And that this is what the universe is saying, because it is needed and it is going to be amazing and it is going to change your life for the better. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if anyone would like to comment down below, if anyone would like a personal reading, the email will be down below, but I'll say it out loud here. It's going to be healingtarot1111 at gmail.com. And if anyone wants to buy me a latte, if anybody wants to buy me a latte, I'll put that information down below. I don't know. I've been craving those lately. That's like my little comfort thing right now because I'm feeling kind of low. So, anyway, y'all, thanks again for tuning in. I will see you guys on the very next reading. Till next time, guys, take care. Bye bye.